Welcome to making a coil basket. Here are some examples of coil baskets that I've made. Once you've learned how to weave a coil basket, you'll be able to create unique patterns and designs and even shapes. Take a look at this one. This small basket represents a sunrise at one of my favorite beaches. Can you see the rocks, the water, the sun, and the sky? You can also make a lid for your basket and incorporate it into your design. Here's a cheeseburger with lettuce and tomato. I wanted to make a chocolate cupcake with vanilla icing. My first attempt is on the left. You can see the one on the right was much better the second time. Making coil baskets is kind of like learning how to ride a bike. It might be a little difficult at the beginning, but the more you practice, you'll be able to do it without even thinking. I like making coil baskets so much that I went to Home Depot to buy a really thick piece of rope because I wanted to see how big a basket I could make. Maybe it's a challenge that you'll try too. Coil basket supplies include yarn, needle, bird beak, and coiling core. Let's talk about measuring your length of yarn. You'll want to get 2 wingspans of yarn and then cut. A wingspan is from fingertip to fingertip to fingertip again, and then cutting once. Threading a needle requires 3 things. First, a needle. Second, a bird beak. Third, some yarn. Scoop up your yarn as if it's a worm. Place it in the bird's mouth and put it toward the back. Holding the beak together, put it through the eye of the needle. The eye of the needle is the hole at the top. Put the bird beak through. As soon as it comes out, stop. Set the bird beak down and rescue that worm. Do you see how he's folded? Pull one part out. You've done it. Each of your hands has a job. Your left hand holds the core and your right hand holds the yarn. Right-handed students follow these directions. If you're left-handed, your art teacher will help you reverse what the directions are showing here. Match the example below by placing the yarn on top of the core so it overlaps about 2 inches as shown. Remember, your core should be coming from your left hand and your yarn should be coming from the right. When you wrap the yarn around the core, remember to wrap overhand as if you were throwing a baseball, not underhand as if you were bowling. Wrap overhand and then towards your tummy and repeat. Please try not to wrap underhand. Remember, we're not going bowling. It's time to pull up your socks. Begin by wrapping overhand, starting at the end of the core, which is kind of like the toe of the sock. Wrapping overhand, keep wrapping around the core and closer to the knee. Make sure to leave a tiny little tail of the yarn. Lollipop time. Bend the sock in half and wrap it tightly 3 times so it stays without you holding it tightly. Continue to wrap 15 times from the base of the candy down the lollipop stick. Wrap the covered part of the core tightly around as if you were making the spiral part of the lollipop. Reminder, if you're right-handed, the left hand holds the core, the right hand holds the yarn. The struggle is real. The truth is, I've never seen anyone do this successfully and not have their hands hurt. You may get frustrated. You're going to be so proud of what you accomplish. Long live resilience. Welcome to your new neighborhood. Your house is where the core and yarn meet. Right across the street from where you live is your neighbor. This is not your neighbor's house. It's too far away from your house. Your house, the street, and your neighbor's house. You're going to come up underneath your neighbor's basement, put the needle down, run back across the street, pull, and wrap around your house. The magic number is 7. Wrap 7 times around the core. Squish together like a snail shell. Find your house, the street, your neighbor's house. Go up through your neighbor's basement. Needle down. Pull, cross the street, wrap around your house. Magic number 7. Squish the snail shell. Your house, street, basement, needle down. Pull, street, wrap house, magic number 7. Adding a new piece of yarn. Place the new tail on the core. Wrap the old tail around the new tail and the core. Then wrap the new tail around the old tail and the core. You'll watch the old tail disappear as the new one wraps around it. Squish the snail shell. Your house, the street, basement, needle down, pull, cross the street, wrap the house, magic number 7. Repeat the steps and keep going. While the new tail still shows, if you'd like to, you can trim it off. Every time you pull the yarn and cross the street, make sure the small tail comes through. Sometimes they get stuck behind. Look underneath and see if you can spot the problem. Sometimes the yarn just needs to back up a little bit. Make sure that small tail comes through. There it is.